Hello, let's talk about drawing the rubber hose hand, or the four-finger hand, which is basically the hand without the pinky, right? Just these four fingers here. So first off, to start with, the hand itself is a bit of a mitt, right? Like a regular hand, which is more of a rounded rectangle or square, we have a round mitt to start with the paw of the hand. That's this part right here. Then we're going to go ahead and start with, if we have the hand, put up the thumb. Instead of doing the two circles like we normally would do, having the thicker the meat of the muscle here and the larger end of the thumb here with the almost kidney bean shape, we're going to go ahead and just do that. We're going to have a slight kidney bean shape, but it's just going to be just that object. It's going to come off the side here like this. You can see that right towards the middle here. Then up in the upper area here, we're going to do the fingers, and we're going to go ahead and we could think of that again a bit like a fan shape, right? We have sort of this general area where the hand is going to go. And sort of in the back end here, we have this almost like a donut-like shape. It's almost like the roll of the thickness of the band of the fabric around the glove or the mitt, and certainly the arm coming off of there. Now back up here for the fingers, best to do it and start with the finger starting that's closest to the thumb first, because generally we tend to sort of bend our hand always up this way, right, with the thumb toward the palm instead of with the pinky up. It's hard to do that. So generally we look at our hand, we're overlapping and laying it pinky down, and we tend to see more of the finger here and here. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to upload this first finger here, and I'm just going to curl this guy, come in about a third of the way across here from this overall space here, and that's finger number one. Now finger number two is not going to start right here in the middle. It's going to actually overlap, start just a little bit over a little bit, then come up a little higher, right, and then come down. So we see this finger overlapping and cutting into it. This one coming up, coming down. Now the pinky, the little one, let's pop that out just a little bit. That one we will go ahead because it's going to be a little smaller, right? And that one's going to come right out also. And that one's going to come pretty evenly over here. But we have a nice little overlap on this one. Now you can overlap the pinky also, perfectly fine. I tend to like to move it out a little bit. We've got the roundness again for the glove and the hand here. So we pretty much got our hand there, our hand glove. So for clarity, let me go ahead and ink this hand. So we pretty much have the hand here. We have this part. We have the thumb coming back around. We have the palm on this side. We have the finger popping up and over. A little line here for the crease. And we have our other finger popping up and around. A line for a crease. And again, it's a tiny little overlap there. And our other finger coming up around a little crease. And we're going to go ahead and bring our line down to the bottom here by the base of the glove. Put in our little donut or a little wrist here piece, which is that sort of that flap of fabric. And we sort of have the wrist then coming off. Okay. If this were the back of the hand, some folks will do, and you see in some of the older animation, they'll do a little line here with a little crosshatch, showing this is the back of the hand. I'm not sure why. It's a quaint old custom, but it's really fun to see. Let's go ahead and draw that hand now, though, in a slightly different direction. So let's go ahead and put that hand, like say it's so, giving a thumbs up. So we're going to go ahead and turn that hand, and we'll think of it being sideways this time. And I'm going to go ahead and draw on that donut for the back of the hand. And let's go ahead and put that thumb going up. All right, so I have, again, that kidney bean shape just off there. And the fingers coming off, so we'll say we have one finger, and it's coming out. Got that one nice big sort of rounded out finger here. And the other two, we're going to bend those fingers in. We're going to see these as one shape. So we're going to kind of go just roughly, I'm going to loosely just draw in this shape to sort of as a placeholder. So I've got that shape in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and darken it a little bit. So there's kind of one finger. All right, get a finger coming around like it's coming around the knuckle. And then the other finger, which is that little pinky, and it's just basically just going to be popping out like this, right? We've got that coming over. So it's a little bit more of the palm of the hand. And then certainly we have that arm coming out. So again, for clarity, let's go ahead and I'll do a little erasing here. And then I'll come back in and I'll do a little bit of the inking and show you that rounded up there. We're already starting to get that right there. So let's go ahead and I'll start off with my left side here. Those arms out. Put in that donut of fabric right there, that little rounded area, so we can show that fabric coming around there. Then I'm going to go ahead and start at the top of the hand. Nice big swooping line. Then I'll come back over here, the thumb. and put that curve for the finger coming up to the first finger, and up and around, and down, little line there, up and around, just like showing that loop of the finger there coming in, and then the other, show a little bit of that pinky coming off there, and again we don't have a big fold there, and right below here, there's the curve for the base of the hand here. So there we go, a little bit of the rounded, again, the glove mitt hand, if you will, pointing in. So if we were going to look at that hand, it was coming straight down with the character standing right in front of us, we would show that mitt with a bit of a curve to it. And then we can show that donut up at the top and show the arm coming up. And then right after this, then we sort of show that thumb, that kidney, right? Sort of coming off that side. There's the hand. Now I was going to put those fingers in there, right? So our fingers kind of one, right? Kind of give us that nice rounded finger in there. And then we'll go ahead and go with finger number 2, a little bit longer. And then finger number 3, which will pop out a little bit. Right there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and our 4th finger there. So we can go ahead and let's do a little bit of erasing. And then I'll come back and ink that up a little bit. Give a little bit of clarity for that for you. So there is my wrist coming up. Here is the little rounded band or donut of fabric here at the base of the mitt for that roll. And bring it around the back side here. Now generally you can bring this finger, this line here into this finger, kind of bring that right in. All right, and we're going to bring this one up and around. Bring that up and around. Then we can show that hand, a little bulge in that. Give a character to that thumb, up and in. And sort of that last little finger here coming up and around and in. Right? So we can have that hand, but that's again, that hand as it's leaning down. So if this were the point, that means this would sort of be the torso, right? And you'd have the leg coming down. So this is the hand if you're looking directly at it. And certainly for the opposite hand, we would do the exact opposite. Now just for quick here, I'll go ahead and draw that in. That we'll go ahead and put in, there's the donut. We'll put in that curved shape. All right, we put in that curved shape right there for the palm of the hand and the wrist going up. So I'm going to shrink that a little bit. And then we would draw that first finger, right, coming off of that palm. Second finger, and draw that little stubby little pinky coming off there. If you really wanted to round that, you could round that off. And certainly give us that nice big chubby thumb there coming out of there. So again, that's just so again, just drawing it up really quickly for you. But again, your left and right hand is if you're looking directly at the character and the character was standing. But you can see overall the basic design of the hand, fairly simple, with just really simple ovals, right? And even down to the wrist down here. It's just these simple little ovals to get you there. Okay, so there you go, drawing the rubber hose hand or the 4-finger hand with a glove. Enjoy.